Hey guys, welcome back here to another episode on Inspired Minds. Please help me welcome today's guest, Wayne Therone. Hi Wayne.
Okay,
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for inviting me.
No.
The opportunity to come and sit and chat.
Yeah. Walk everyone through with who you are and what it is that you was doing at the moment.
One part of me is I'm an estate agent. I'm working out in Strandfontein. Well, my base of operations is in Strandfontein, but also everywhere else. I own the Remax franchise in the area. I have a complement of 11 guys that work with me. So that's the work way. Yeah, and that's it. I've been in real estate for 22 years now, going on 23 years. And yeah, it's been an exciting, fulfilling job.
Yeah. And where did everything start for you? On
20
becoming a real
an estate agent.
Yes.
Flip, it was a matter of coincidence. I had a previous job, obviously. I was in the IT field.
Okay.
And then I think 23, 24 years ago, I just decided to take a sabbatical or be lazy, as they would say. I would take off a year and just explore, myself, who I am, what did I want out of life. And because I was okay, I had a really good job, but I wasn't really gung ho, get to work every morning. That excitement eluded me, and then I was going to take a work off and do nothing a year off because I started working at an early age, 17, first job, and it's been just work. So I sort of thought I felt I deserved that.
Yeah.
And then after 3 months, I was totally bored and was just waffling around. And a friend of mine said, instead of wasting your time learning to surf or nonsense like that, come help me.
Yeah.
And I said, fine, you know what? I'll do it for 3-4 months, make a buck or two, and I never left. And yeah, it's just been one continuous learning journey for me in real estate.
Each and every day.
Yeah, no, every year. It's just been new things happening, in terms of just the growth of real estate industry, the market itself, and the people that you meet that enter it. Yeah, so that's.
And for those, Wayne, that would love to do a real estate course, where can they start?
You start at any reputable estate agency. It's pretty laid out. The Estate Agency Affairs Board regulates education of interns.
Okay.
So there's a start point and an end point in what you have to do. You start off as a newbie, knowing nothing, and if you're fortunate, you end up with an NQF5, which is recognized not only here but worldwide. Because it's a diploma that you get. So find a reputable company first and foremost, one that's reasonably successful, and that's the start. The rest of it is just up to you. As with anything in life, it's up to you.
And when there's many misconceptions about if a house is an asset or a liability. If you go on Google, you'll hear different things. So what I want to hear it from a agent's point of
From
view.
a real estate agent's point of view,
Yes,
a
yes.
property can never be a liability.
Yeah.
Never. It's a liability maybe if you've made the wrong decision in purchasing property that you can't afford. But in terms generally, it's never a liability. I think you could buy a property and year on year, regardless of what happens, there's growth. I always give people the example. When I started in real estate all those years ago, you could buy a house in Tafelsig for 50 grand. You can pay now up to 600,000 for a house in Tafelsig. So it's a vehicle to wealth creation. I suppose if you make the wrong decisions when you buy a property, it becomes a liability because you didn't investigate enough.
I think so. That's very important. You need to know first.
You need to ask a lot of questions, and you need to research on your own. Get as many opinions as you can, not from unqualified people,
Yeah.
not from your uncle who bought a house 30 years ago, but people who are in the business, whether it's your local banker, your local real estate agent, conveyancing attorney. They would have a more than basic knowledge of what you must do.
Okay. And name or walk us through the different types of real estates.
There is different types, residential, which I specialize in. There's agricultural. Then there is, well, what else is there? Residential, agricultural, there's commercial, which I don't really do. But yeah, then even those are segmented even further. You know, like agricultural, you get farms, you get small holdings. So there's a plethora of different types of avenues in real estate that you can explore.
So, which or where should people start? Like, where should they invest in? Which real estate should people actually invest in? And why? Why would you prefer it?
Okay, just talk about investment. Invest in what you know. It's difficult to find somebody that's really competent and you can trust immediately. Because that's the thing with investment. You want to put money into something, you basically got the money now, and you want to put in things. So there's a very short time. So if you want to invest in property, familiarize yourself with it. Just don't buy anything without asking the right questions. And read.
Yeah.
Read a lot. There is so much information available. You can go onto any property website, real estate agent's website, and you'll find information there. Read a lot, and from the knowledge that you gain, then make the decision. Or come to my office down at 211 Denneker Avenue, and we'll give you some advice.
Yeah. And what's the hardest thing about being a real estate agent over the years?
Time.
Patience or
No, time. You just don't have enough time. It's very difficult. It's a relationship building business.
yep.
And sometimes you miss one or two things that people you should be in contact with. And also, yeah, having enough time in the day to do everybody else's business. Because real estate is not my business.
Yeah.
I'm working for somebody. Every time somebody calls me in, I'm of the opinion that they're giving me a job.
Yes, yes.
And then obviously you have to attend to that person, and there's 10 others besides them. So I think the most difficult thing is managing your time.
And what has been the biggest lesson for you out of all the years that you've been in real estate?
Maintain those relationships and try and make time for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, but how do you manage it? How do you manage time with, especially with your family, and
Oh, it's
time management is actually very important.
look, my kids are quite older. They're both over 25, and one's 27 and the one's. So they're quite of an age they don't really need me as much. My wife has a background in real estate. She was an estate agent for 4 years.
Okay.
So she understands the business. And so she's very supportive. And she sort of knows, that's his job, that's his passion.
Yes.
But she also says, look at you, enough now. So,
Yeah.
But she understands, so that makes it easier.
Okay. Speaking about family, what role does your family play in your life?
Very important role. Very important. I know when we all have a job or vacation, we say we do it for our family.
Yeah.
But really, a lot of the things I plan is to have a lifestyle around my family. I have a big extended family. Okay. So a lot of it is, family and very close friends, but family more important.
Okay.
So, they're the reason that I probably do the things that I do.
Yeah.
Because, you want to plan things that are going to make people close to you comfortable.
100%. So, to all upcoming real estate agents, investors, what advice or message would you like to leave with those watching?
Well, to aspiring estate agents, afford yourself the opportunity to learn as much as you can. Be cognitive that it's a constant learning thing. You can't be an estate agent at the beginning of the year and do the same things at the end of the year. Things develop quite fast now. There's a lot of things that millennials know that millennials know that I don't. So, and be prepared to ask. But an estate agent starting out, create a good contact base for yourself. Um, be ethical about what you do, first and foremost. Be technology driven. There's everything out there that you can do to help you assist clients. So incorporate as much as you can and learn from it and find your balance. Because some things work for agents and some things don't work. So find your balance that makes you productive and learn more about it and incorporate it part of your business plan for the year ahead for yourself. And plan. Sorry, yes, plan. You must plan.
Okay. And then Wayne, so I know with regarding real estate, patience plays a huge role, right?
Yes.
Especially if you purchase a house and you want, ROI, return on investment in a certain period of time. But how important is patience?
Patience is extremely important.
And it's a skill that you build over time, right?
For myself,
Yeah.
yes. Well, yes, you have to. Because you don't learn if you're impatient.
Mm.
And obviously, yeah, anything that you're going to do well requires time. And how do you learn patience? I don't actually know. I think it's just something that comes to you eventually. This is you've got to give people a bit more of yourself and then demand less. And I think that is what patience is. Because it's an impatient person that just wants to focus on themselves constantly and wants more.
Yeah.
And they forget that there's somebody else out there that needs
So,
help.
and how can one build on having better relationships with people? Because, like you said, real estate is a relationship.
Integrity, communication, yeah, that's it. I think that's thing will work for me.
Yeah.
Integrity and communicate. You don't always have to agree with people,
Yeah.
but you must hear their voice.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And when so I know you're not really on social media, but where can everyone contact you? Yeah.
Contact me. We have a Facebook page,
Okay.
a business Facebook page, which is Remax Property, and that's about it for me.
Okay.
People generally, I say on my phone, WhatsApp. Yeah, I'm a bit shy on social media because, like I said, the time thing.
Mm.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
there's
no,
a
totally understand.
yeah.
So before I ask my last question, Wayne, where can everyone? So you said, where's the business that you said that everyone can go to? Where is it located?
My
In
business
Southampton?
address is in Sandfontein, 211 Dennery Avenue. It's
Okay.
opposite the Blue Roofs, but we sell everywhere.
Okay.
We're not restricted to an area, and we're
Okay.
very competent agents working for us. So yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful. And then if Wayne could make one change in the world, what would it be and why?
Why? Okay, I would suppose if I could change the world, I would empathy really to to change to have give people the ability to have empathy. It's why we ignore poverty. It's why we ignore violence against children and women because we have no empathy. We automated people. A lot of people are just automated. We're all about ourselves. We do what we must do to survive. And and when we enter that mode of just me, and you have no empathy what happens outside,
True.
we forget that humanity means to be human.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's about it.
So where should people actually start? How can they start applying empathy in their lives?
You don't have to go far. Start at home.
Yep.
Start to communicate with your family and your friends, the school your kids go to. And especially now, you know what's happening with COVID. A lot of people are struggling. It's very easy to put a hand in your pocket and change or give of your time. And I tell people you don't have to change the world. You just have to change that little circle that you occupy. And what you do will definitely affect other people. And all those circles just start growing, and it gets bigger and bigger.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks, Wayne.
It's
Thank
a
you
pleasure.
guys for taking the time and effort to coming on to Inspired Minds and watching each and every episode. It means a lot to me and each and every guest that comes on as well. And please, guys, take the opportunity to go do research about Wayne Therone. And thanks so much, Wayne.
No, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.